Welcome to the first unboxing I've done in a long time with, work and COVID and everything going on in the world. I haven't put anything up in a while. And I will be honest, for this one, which is Dark Rituals, Malleus Maleficarum, I had no idea it was coming. I had completely forgotten about it. I know that's horrible to go almost all in on a game and completely forget about it, but I was wrapped up with other games, other things, and I forgot about it. So I thought I would restart doing unboxings and reviews and stuff, and I would start with this one. And my thought was I will unbox at least the first game, the base game, and it's going to be completely blind because I don't remember much about it. I know it was an asymmetric game that had a solo option, and that really is about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the base game box. Like I said, I haven't even gone onto YouTube or anything to look at what was inside. I haven't gone back to the Kickstarter. I haven't opened up rules. I wanted to get a true unbiased look at, what was my first reaction when I opened up the box. So I'm going to go ahead and, I know it makes people cringe when I do that with a Sharpie, but take off the shrink wrap, make that go away. I like the artwork on the box. I think it's kind of dark, but appropriate to what I'm assuming the game is like. The back gives us a good idea of what's inside. Let's open this thing up and see what we got. It's pretty heavy, thick material. Okay, Rulebook. Again, same artwork. Okay, lots of diagrams, which makes me happy because all right, looks pretty good. We'll see what the content is like. Got some encounters in it. I guess where you go in. And the only thing is setup. Goes through all the different cards, gives you sets up. Alright, so again, I've been in front of that most of the time. Alright, these look like they're probably player cards. For the different heroes. Okay, one-sided. I don't remember what all the things are, but most of it's pretty obvious. This will be your strength stuff that you get to roll dice against, your attributes. So we've got one. I don't know names. I'm trying to get priest. So it looks like it's the standard warrior, executioner, swordsman. They have silver names. These have red names. I'm assuming that these are the witch bad guys that we'll be fighting against. Hagatha, Pekka, and Ikrik. Look at some cards. See what's in this batch of cards here. It's got some Necronomicon skin kind of thing on the back here. Here's another, looks like bad guy of some type. These must be special attributes people have, or spells or something. Don't know exactly. Guess I'll learn in the rule book. Alright, lots of punchboards. Let's see, pretty thick. It's pretty decent quality. I mean, nothing that makes me jump up and down saying it's a whole lot better or a whole lot worse, but these look like your player cards where you put your little cubes in, punch them out, and they sit on the ground or on the play surface. Okay, we got more of those. And these are your player boards. I'm trying to so again, pretty thick. They're not coming out. They're coming out pretty straight. 3, 4, and I'm sure each one, 4, 5, 6 different ones. And then, so we have gotten rid of about this much, maybe to here, of the box. So I'm guessing the rest will be miniatures, which is all right. So the first, let's look at the quality of these miniatures. So they're pretty good. They're hard plastic. I don't see any with bent parts. I don't see, at least on this one, a ton of mold lines. So it looks like there's 4 or 5 different things. This is some kind of skeleton warrior. You know, for a game, for a tabletop board game, these are pretty good. Looks like a ticked off villager. Again, a little bit of a mold line. It's going to need some cleanup if I decide to paint it. And my thought is I'll play the base game a couple times, decide if I want to keep it before I get digging into all the expansions. Here's another of the bad guys. I wish I could give you the names. Actually, I might see if are the names on the back. So, I actually do have names of things. So, these are Mortis. Once again, pretty decent. A lot of detail for a hard plastic miniature. What are these little guys called? These are Ravenous. Oh, it's making me think of Deep Madness. Very different kind of Ravenous, though. Farmers, militia, you know, normal standard human non-player character types. These are Condemned, or what they're called. 2 different sculpts. Different sculpts of the farmers and the militia. So those are some of the bad guys. Let's look at some of the bigger. This other tray full of stuff here. So these look like all the play cards. See if I can get any kind of feel for. Actually pretty thick. Fairly reflective though, but I think those are probably pretty decent cards. Artwork looks pretty nice. These must be all of your action cards, and again, since I don't even know how the game plays, I probably shouldn't even comment. It's got that silk, or kind of the satiny weave looking pattern on it. Again, fairly thick cards. I will, after I played it a couple times, decide what I want to do, whether I want to sleeve them and keep them, and we'll move on. So, alright, lots of little cubes, lots of little tokens, little more green tokens, extra plastic bags to stuff stuff in. The bases, which I can't say that I have ever used them in any game, but I have a whole bin of them somewhere. Alright, so then here are some heroes. At least I'm guessing this is your cleric-y kind of hero. You always have to have one there. It's pretty nice. Some kind of, this one's tight. Another scarecrow looking thing. I don't see what its name is. It's in there somewhere. Oh, it's called Scarecrow. There's a shocker. A vampire spirit. I'm not sure how you get that, but Vampiric Spirit. Here's one of your other heroes. Batista. I'm not going to go through all the hero names. I'll show them all though real quick, just to give you an idea of the quality of the miniatures. Like I said, they're hard plastic, but none of them are broken. None of them are bent. This is one of the bad guys, the bad gal, the big witch. A lot of detail in these for okay, that was Pekka. I put these, yeah, these are probably in the upper tier of board game miniatures I've gotten in the past. I wouldn't say the sculpts are the most inventive in the world, but they're pretty nice and they're highly detailed. There's not a lot of like mold marks or anything like that. There's nothing that would make me want to turn around and give any of them away. They're going to be interesting to paint because there's a lot of tiny detail. If I elect to keep the game and paint it, I'll play it first. And then this one is the last one. This is an interesting one with a big mouth but a full face, and here's another mouth in it with a hand and teeth and more heads. This actually reminds me of one of the Deep Madness miniatures that has a lot of the heads and everything all burned into them. Yeah, so I think overall I'm pretty happy, at least with the quality of the miniatures. The board game components are all nice, and you know, next thing I have to do will be to oops, lost one, actually play the game. Only other thing is, let me pull out the Kickstarter exclusive hero, the Swordsman, and then I will call it a day. I'll play the game and see how things are going. I'm not going to open the Kickstarter exclusives this go around because the game should not need them. If it does, then there's an issue. But this was the hero that came, Kickstarter exclusive hero. If I can get the card out. Alright, so he's a swordsman. He has his little personal cards. And for this one, he's actually pretty, I could use him in a couple other games as well. So, alright, well that is Dark Rituals, the base game and the exclusive character, an unboxing, and I'll try and get to play in this in the next couple weeks and see if I like it or not. Alright, well, till next time, thanks for tuning in. Happy gaming.